Good evening, good evening, good evening.
1042 from Mac 3.
We are live in Austin tonight. Got some rain and such in the area. Look at those clouds. I'm using a different camera tonight, so I'm hoping that it looks better, I hope. Clouds are really looking good on this camera, I can tell you that. So, we're live. Gonna be live for a while. I've got a lot of work I got a lot of stuff I'm working on in the studio. I had planned on doing a live this afternoon. I planned on doing a live this afternoon to talk about the Lady Bird, but there's just so much information and graphics I'm pulling together, and also I have some guests that are going to be on with me, so we're going to actually look at doing that tomorrow afternoon instead of today. It was just too short notice. Does it look better, Zero? I think it does. I think the colors are better. I'm hoping it's better. And this one I can zoom in on things. So when we pull up to a scene or whatever, I can actually zoom in and get you a really good look at it. So yeah, it's been an interesting day today. A lot of information coming in. I've talked to a lot of people about what happened yesterday, and Brianna Hollis says that the police are saying suicide. So I can tell you that the person I'm talking to did not see a weapon. Let's just put it that way. So I don't know. Take that how you will. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. The cops aren't talking about it. They're not saying anything. So if there is one, they're not gonna say a word about it. It is what it is, I guess. It's odd though. I've gotten a lot of just crazy, nasty messages from people. I had a guy tell me a while ago he's gonna make me regret my life choices. It's like, come on. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Pardon my language, but what is wrong with you people? You're gonna make me regret my life choices, huh? I messed up a while ago. I did not know it was gonna rain today, and I left my windows in the dash mobile cracked open, and so I am now sitting on a towel because it got it got wet in here. So I don't know how tonight's gonna go. I guess we'll see. Let me look at the database and see what's open, see what calls are open. Let's see. There is right behind us. Actually, there is a crash. No, wait, that's 183 tolls. So then a crash on Ben White. So not a whole lot going on right now. Lisa Hawk fan, what's up? How's it going? How's the camera look tonight? I installed a new camera today, so hopefully it is gonna be looking better. Also, I can zoom in on stuff with this camera like I could not do that with the other one. So hopefully things are gonna be looking better. Intriguing. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? I've talked to so many people today, and talked to so many people, and gotten so much information today. Like I said earlier, I was gonna do the live. Yeah, it did focus on the raindrops, didn't it? Yeah, this has got an autofocus, if you can't tell. Okay. Yeah, bellicose, man. I'm sitting on a towel right now because when I went into my studio, I left my windows cracked. I didn't know it was gonna rain, and then I heard thunder. I was like, "Holy!" So by the time I got out, it was already too late. So Brianna seems to be the narrative pusher for the powers that be. Yeah, you know what? I don't give her a whole lot of you know. The only reason I retweeted that was basically to show people the ridiculousness of everything. I just have a hard time trusting the city. I really do. I have a hard time trusting what they're going to try to tell us, and it just is what it is. I may be making a mistake going this way. So tomorrow, it looks like we are going to be leaving for the hurricane tomorrow morning. I hope that is the plan right now. And we'll see how that goes. I will not be taking the Dash Mobile, so I'm going to take my live pack to stream from. Yeah, embassy, the worst case. This. Well, we'll see. I think it's actually raining down south of downtown. Yeah, Peter, I'm working on some stuff. I was hoping you were going to be on. Peter, the guy arrested Austin here in the chat. He is going to be the guy. All right, we're reconnected. It was the bridge. My apologies. Yeah, it rained at my place. It rained hard. I've got a separate door that goes into my studio, and the studio is soundproofed. I can't believe I heard the thunder, but it was loud. And by the time I got outside, my driver's seat was already soaked. Is what it is. Let's see, can I turn off the, let's see, white balance is locked. Autofocus. Normal. So let's set the autofocus to normal. I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I think I made a mistake coming this way because now we're just stuck. Actually, it looks like whatever's happening is happening right down here at the bottom. I think it's just people trying to merge on, to be quite honest with you. No, oh, that's what it is. There, the road is covered in water down here. It's flooded. Wait till we drive through this, y'all. It is flooded down here. It is flooded, and it is deep. Holy smokes. How is there that much water on the roadway down here? You know, they're doing this construction right here. They may have blocked that one drain and everything just came down that hill. But that's what it is. It's flooded. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that down there just yet, but you will. Here, you know what? We'll do this. I'll get over here. I'll go through it with you guys. Wait till you see how much water is down here, actually. I bet you money during this construction, they jacked up and plugged up one of the drains. What do you want to bet? Yeah, it's just right here. We're about to go through it here very shortly. Yeah, it's right at the bottom of this little dip down here. That's exactly what they've done. They plugged up one of the drains. Alright, 2 more cars and then y'all will see it.
Fire dispatch, engine 803.
Oh man, there's somebody choking. Wait till these cars get out. Oh man, yeah, it's pretty deep, man.
729 Nomad for public
If these people would get out of the way, you'll see it. There's just 2 cars in front of us. They're not wanting to go through it. I'm thinking about just going through it. Oh no, there's no going through that, man. That's about a foot deep. It's up the concrete wall over here.
21 priority 4 is patient 6836 FM 2244.
Look at this. Look how deep this is. Watch, this guy's gonna go through it. Look at that. Look, we'll just go through it. Look how deep it is. That's about 6 inches deep. This is crazy. This is very deep water. Holy shit, y'all. That is crazy. That's about 7 inches deep. Wow.
Responding 1950 Whipperville.
I can't believe that water is that deep right there. Holy smokes. And you know what? If it's going to continue raining, that's going to get a lot worse. That was about 7 inches deep right there. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that was Mopac, right as you were getting on the Mopac from 183. Will be totally shut down there. Oh yeah, it will be. Yeah, that's not draining at all. That's about 7 inches deep already. If you're coming to go southbound on Mopac, if you're going southbound on Mopac right after 183, traffic's coming to a standstill because of that. I don't think I've ever seen that before, ever. It's got to be because of that construction there. They plugged a drain. I'm surprised the city's not calling in somebody to check that out.
Engine 35. This is a
yeah, Kathy, I saw that. Mackenzie sent that to me a little while ago. Yeah, that, you know what, if you hit that at any speed, it would be catastrophic. If you were just coming down through there and didn't realize how deep it was. If you didn't realize how deep that was, it would be catastrophic. I remember when Shoal Creek flooded back around, what was it, 2013, 2014, sometime in that area.
42's in clear.
Yeah, people are losing power around the city. Are they really, Jane? That's crazy. Yeah, I don't have a problem with Brianna Hollis. I don't know her. I've never talked to her, but I'm not listening to her because of, I don't know. You know, as a news person, you would ask questions and want to get to something instead of telling people what to think and telling people that, you know, because I have questions about these deaths that I am just a conspiracy theory nut. You know what I mean? That doesn't sound like a news person. You know, I'm talking, you know, I've got a better source on this than what they've got. And, you know, at least my source was, well, I can't say it, but I've got a much better source than what they've got. Let's put it that way. Downpoured for 15 minutes and now your internet's out. That sucks. Law enforcement apparently told her that they ruled it a suicide. So I guess, I don't know. They didn't release it publicly. I guess they released it to the people that they want to release it to. And that's another thing that the cops do. And that's why without having the police radios, it's messed up, because they release what information they want to release to who they want to release it to. Yeah, absolutely, Peter. It surprises me what I'm doing in Dash. People know about me here, and people will reach out when something happens. It surprises me. Sometimes I underestimate our reach. You know what I mean? Like I underestimate what we're able to accomplish. Rainy sided. You got a rainy side. Yeah, and you're right, Miss Anthony. The broken fence. You saw it in the video. There was the broken fence. Here's the other thing. My source that I was talking to last night had told me that they're doing the construction right there, and where he was found, there was a kind of a wheelbarrow type thing with. I've got a video of it. A wheelbarrow type thing with dirt in it that was just left on the trail. Cass, yes. Cass, is that Cass? Yes, there was a death yesterday afternoon on Rainey Street, right by the, actually it was right by the water on the trail. And why the cops left that much blood, I can't believe they left the puddles of blood there, to be quite honest with you. And there was, if you look in the video, there was 2 sections of blood puddles. And my source told me that the victim had a bullet wound in the forehead and a wound in his chest where he was laying. So that kind of lines up with the 2 puddles of blood that were there.
Dispatch, you can show just 1107 to this rest fire at Park Road. You're
supposed to put some disinfectant on it. You never know what it. Yeah, I don't know why they left it there, but it's there. It blows my mind that they left puddles of blood from something like that. I don't know. I mean, it was obviously being treated as a crime scene. I thought they cleaned up the crime scene. I guess I could be wrong. What's up with the 2x4s? Yeah, Lisa, there's the fence was broke right there. But when I said in that post that I made that it was brutal, like there was obviously something happening there. It wasn't just a guy that just committed suicide. It didn't look like. Yeah, there. Now the wound on the chest, I don't know if that was a bullet wound or not, but the wound in the head was definitely, from what I'm told, a bullet wound. And look, man, these people down there, they are they're messed up. They're not. They knew this guy, and they knew the guy, and he wasn't the type to commit suicide. Let's put it that way. He was known in that area. He was also a soldier, by the way. He was a member of the military. I don't know if he's active duty or if he is retired or whatever, but he was in the military at least. APD is putting out PR, minor injuries, could mean. Yeah, did APD say minor injuries? A bullet hole in the forehead's not very minor, I mean, in my opinion. Did they really say it was minor injuries? Holy smokes! If they said that, that's nuts. Lisa, was he barefoot? I do not know, but I can ask that question. If you want to know, I can definitely ask that question. But if you're talking about a footprint that could be in the blood, I don't see how that would happen if he shot himself in the head, He lives there and is, yes, retired armed forces. That's, yep. His name was Scott Stam, I think. Scott Stam, I can't remember now. Hang on, I can tell you his name. 1 second. Give me 1 second, I'll tell you his name. Let's see. He just won't report suicides. I forget his. No, okay, so I don't know. It's not Scott. Maybe it's not Scott. I can't remember. I'm not sure now. See, that Lisa, that's right. I think I got that wrong. Look, there's been so many deaths in this city. They all start to run together. I hate to say that, but they do. They all start to run together after a little while. So if I don't have my notes in front of me, I get screwed up. I've got so much murder in my head that it's not funny. And I was talking to Rich Bundy today. I was running all this by Rich, that's why I put that message out. I got to thinking about Rich after last night. I mentioned Rich Bundy, and we ended up talking today for a while. And he's concerned about all this as well. Ted Bundy, I have a friend, his name is Rich Bundy. It's Ted Bundy's little brother. And since Ted did his nastiness, Rich has studied and learned, and he knows more than the average bear about serial murder and how they act, and he is concerned about what's happening here as well. I call and talk to him about the details and run the details by him all the time, and that's we were talking today about it. You guys, I would like to get Rich on a live with me down here, so you guys can meet him. He's a very interesting guy. But let me tell you something. If you listen to an interview with Ted Bundy, if you listen to an interview with the man, and then you hear Rich Bundy talk, they sound exactly alike. It's freaky. Yeah, injury's inconsistent with life. That's a statement they use a lot. Yeah, Rich is a very private person, but I may be able to get him on and do a live with him here soon. We were gonna actually meet up. This was in December. This was right around of last year. I was going to be going up to Spokane because he's got a bunch of the documents and stuff from Ted's case that they got after he was executed, and I was going to go up and look at some of that stuff and take pictures. I ended up tearing my ACL in my right knee in a homeless camp. Jesus, imagine that. And we ended up not doing it. But maybe I can get him down here to Texas soon. He's not involved. I wouldn't say that he's involved. He's just a guy that I can, bounce things off of. You know what I mean? He's not involved in these cases at all. He's involved in serial murder, I can tell you that. But he's not involved in the cases down here. I've met a lot of interesting people doing this. I have another friend that is BTK out of Wichita, Kansas. His daughter, I met her doing this. And we've talked back and forth for a bit. She's a very interesting person as well. Very interesting person. She is an advocate, and she's working on her father's case as a special investigator from a sheriff's department in Oklahoma. She is trying her best to nail her dad to the wall. Yeah, Carrie. That's her. Carrie Rawson. Yep. She messaged me. We were talking. So I was talking on Twitter about these deaths down here and some of the victims, and she messaged me shortly after that. We have a mutual friend who is a Fox News reporter in New York. which is how we became acquainted. I wouldn't say we're friends, but we have talked quite a bit about what's happening in with the murders. I say murders. I mean, obviously, I don't know that they're all murders down here, but Carrie is a very, very cool, awesome person, though. Barrow seems to be tracking more west than it is north in the last few hours. Well, hopefully, we'll be getting to chase it tomorrow. I don't know if Peter's still on here. Peter is arrested Austin. Maybe we'll get to chase it. She is very open to talking. She's very opinionated too, which I love. And you know, talking to her in private is she's got some very strong opinions. She's been through a lot. She has been through a lot. And I'm going to tell you right now, she is one of the strongest people. I mean, her whole world was crushed. And now she's an advocate. She's fighting for victims. And she is a strong, opinionated woman, and I love it. I wished I knew her a little bit better. Nick Wren, he is a diver. He was with that channel, that YouTube channel, Adventures with Purpose, before they had their mess. Nick was going to be going, hang on, we're offline. Nick lives up in the northwest where Rich is at, and he was gonna help me do some filming up there around Spokane. Do you guys know that channel, Adventures with Purpose? Where they go and they search, they find missing people that, you know, are in the water. Nick was the diver on that show. And I met him.
271 Friday for alarm 3804.
I met him through the TV show that I'm working on. He's working on the TV show as well, and that's how him and I got hooked up. I've met a lot of really, really awesome, cool people since I started doing Dash. It kills me that I've only been doing this 2 years, and you know, we've been able to accomplish what we've been able to accomplish. You know, getting to talk and meet with so many people that I've respected for so long, it just, sometimes it doesn't seem real that I get to do this, to be honest. And coming out here and doing these lives, this is just the icing on the cake. Coming out here, getting to talk with you guys and stream, and I mean, this is just like the icing on the cake. And you know, we've got quite a few people watching right now, which is really awesome. Our YouTube presence is building. I stopped focusing on YouTube December of last year when they demonetized me and labeled Dash a dangerous organization. But I'm starting to focus more over there right now, and we're adding viewers, followers every day, and our numbers are starting to come up quite handily. So you guys over on YouTube, I appreciate it so much. You have no clue. Please hit the like button over there. It helps. It helps with the algorithm. Hit the like button and share the live if you can on your other socials. It would mean quite a bit to me. So how does this new camera, how's it looking compared to the one that I normally use? Is it looking better? Why did they label? Because of the stuff that I do with the homeless, I would imagine. It was against the narrative, so to speak, and they didn't like it. Basically, they demonetized me. They told me they were going to limit my reach. But when I talked to my partner manager, he said, hey, by the way, look, just go back through your videos, find the ones that we didn't like, delete them. Don't put any more up like that, and then we'll give you your paycheck back. You want to talk about jackasses? Here's a power truck right here, y'all. A lot of people must be without power in this area. Wait, is that a power truck? Yeah, Austin Power. Looks good. YouTuber here, live in Buda. Norm Pal, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hey, you're a YouTuber. If you ever want to come out with me and do a show, man, let me know. I'd be more than happy to have you out. What is this guy here with the red lights on in the center? That's odd. I appreciate it, Norm. Thank you very much for jumping on. Glad to have you here. The feed keeps dropping on you, Wolf. I'm sorry. It could be when I'm going under trees because I stream through Starlink, so it very well could be when I'm going under trees and such. I apologize. I am working on a fix for that. I have two connections. I have a Live View pack and I have Starlink. And I've got a device that's on its way right now that will use Starlink as a primary and then my Live View pack as a secondary. So if the primary drops, it'll automatically pick up with the secondary internet. It's not cheap, but it's better than having streams drop out. Okay, Miss Anthony, it's not happening to you. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you for saying that. I worry about the stream, the quality of the stream a lot. I've focused a lot of attention and spent a hell of a lot of money making sure this is going to be a quality stream. I just added a different microphone, so hopefully that sounds good. I've got this new camera that I'm using right now, so I appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try to get my source is I'm hoping to get him on a stream with me. I'm gonna block out his face. I'm not gonna show his face, but I want him to tell you the story firsthand. He is hesitant to come out in public, but I would love to get him out so you guys can ask questions and talk to him as well. Thanks, Wolf Rain. I appreciate it. So I don't know if you guys would like to hear from him or not, but I figure that it would probably be a good idea to get him out and get him in front of you guys. Let's see what we got going.
Yeah, I just got here. Showing building 18 is now.
Traffic injury. There's a lot of traffic injuries right now. I wished I could tell you who it was or who it is, but I can't. He is involved in what happened with the guy last night. So, and he's very hesitant to come out publicly, and with good reason. I don't blame him. When we were on the stream last night and I was talking to him, he was actually calling back to the police department last night because while we were talking, he realized some additional information that he didn't give them. So, very interesting. That's what I mean by, we have a good reach. We have a good big reach here in Austin, and sometimes I underestimate that. Look at that! Look at the cloud in front of us. That is a crazy looking cloud on the camera. I can't really see it that well with my eyes, but through the camera you can see the definition of that cloud. And look at that. There's somebody still out there panhandling, even in this. You cannot keep a panhandler down. You can't keep a panhandler off the corner. That is a fact. If there's cars driving around, there's money to be made. That's sad. I shouldn't be that way. Back when I was homeless, a lot of people used to tell me, you're young, you should be out there on the corner flying a sign. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I could not bring myself to stand on the corner and beg. Even though that's basically what I'm doing now, doing this is begging for help. And it makes me sick, man, to have to ask for donations to keep Dash going. It really does make me sick. I was homeless, Wolverine, yeah, back about 15 years ago. That's how I ended up in Austin. I came here as a homeless person, and then met my wife, and geez, met my wife here, and yep, I came here as a homeless person from Dallas, from North Dallas. I was homeless for about 6 months. There's a Home Depot at the corner of Woodward and 35. And once I found myself on the street, I was so shocked that I went down and started picking up day jobs at the Home Depot. I would do that 7 days a week doing manual labor. And within about 6 months, I was able to save up enough money to get myself into an apartment. And then started getting my life back together after that. It was tough, but we made it work. We made it work. And then I met my wife at Randall's over the Randall's right over off of Mopac. What is that cross street? It's just to the south of Steck. Anyway, that's where I met my wife. We ended up getting married, and now we have our children, and yeah, doing good. Thank you. I am very proud. That I've always told people that, you know, if you can survive homelessness, you can survive anything. And I think that is a 100% fact.
Medic 261, or engine 261 to Medic 271. Elton Council, this will be a left assessment.
Oh, wow.
Engine 261, sir, appreciate y'all. Engine 39, 39 car footer.
Mackenzie, that is awesome. Congratulations. Hold on, I may have something to tell you guys. Alright, I got something to tell you guys here. As you guys know, I'm friends with Mackenzie Kelly, and she just thank you for letting me talk about it. So, I've got something to tell you guys. It's really awesome. Mackenzie, you guys probably know it, but Mackenzie Kelly and I are really good friends, and we talk all the time. And she just told me that the Zilker Neighborhood Association endorsed her. It says here, the endorsement may come as a surprise as the only incumbent and the only Republican on the list. Mackenzie Kelly is the only incumbent and the only Republican that the Zilker Neighborhood Association has endorsed. That is a huge endorsement here in Austin, and I'm very proud of her. That is so awesome, Mackenzie.
Medic 3 now, 3103, 1817.
I bet that makes you feel good.
Medic 4, replace Medic 3 at Grove and Riverside, 3430.
Doesn't matter if it's her district or not. It's gonna help, especially with the progressives. That's the point. Getting progressives to vote for her. Very awesome. I'm very glad to hear that she got that endorsement. She also, check this out. You guys know how left-leaning the EMS Association is as well. The EMS Association, they endorsed her The EMS Association and now the Zilker Association has endorsed her, which they are both very progressive, left-leaning groups, and it's very, very awesome. It's going to help her quite a bit. It's really going to help her. She hasn't even announced that yet, so you guys heard it first here. You guys got the scoop. You guys got the scoop. Nobody knows it but y'all. I don't know when she's going to announce it, but I did ask her if I could talk about it publicly. Man, it is a nasty night. I don't even know what's going to be happening tonight, if it's going to be a busy night. What time is it? It's after 7. How do you get endorsements? Do you ask, or do they just come to you? I'm figuring out how politics works. I'm not a politician, but I'm learning. I am learning. Dark, Dirty Six. The Austin bar scene. What's up? Drive safe. YouTube bully, YT bully. That is awesome. Yep, we're gonna be driving safe tonight. Inverse English. Would you kind of rowdy lefties? Yep. Almost 500 live. That's good. That's good. I'm wanting to get the same number of viewers over on YouTube as I get on X. 90% of my viewership comes from X. I mean, we're over 500 on X right now, and I mean, I think we're at well, my stats show 8 over on YouTube, and apparently 1 on Facebook as well. So, which is odd. I never get anybody to watch on Facebook. I'm gonna show you guys how this camera zooms really good. Check this out. I can zoom now with this camera. So, no more fuzzy images when we zoom out. Joe, how's it going, buddy? How are you doing? Facebook does suck. I hate Facebook. I hate it. But the only reason I'm streaming over there is because I had an open slot in my multi-stream, and so I figured I might as well use it. I'm about to change it. I don't know. A lot of people probably don't know, but Dash has a new home on social media, and that is Odyssey. Odyssey has me on their main page right now. They've had me there for about a week. They reached out and asked me if I would consider coming to their platform. So that's where I'm at. That's my Odyssey, YouTube, and X is going to be my main platforms. YouTube channel name, Documenting Austin. Documenting Austin. It's at Documenting Austin. Joe, how are you doing tonight? Air Crash Info, is my other channel. That's my son, Joe. I am on Rumble as well. Hang on, something's happening with the cameras. What are we losing here? Okay, it's back. Yeah, stay away from Zucker Dick. I'm telling you, Zucker sucks, man.
Yes, sir.
Not only did he help steal an election, and I probably shouldn't even have said that, but...
No, sir, y'all can clear.
You know what? Here's the thing. When it comes to... so the way these apps pay, the way these platforms pay, they pay for every 1,000 views, right? They pay a certain amount for every 1,000 views. That's on YouTube. X is paying considerably more to their creators right now. X is paying a considerable amount more. And Miss Anthony on here, I hope she doesn't get mad at me, but she supports Dash as well, which is awesome. Not live streaming to Odyssey yet. We're going to start that. My first live stream on Odyssey will be on Monday morning. But yeah, X pays their creators really well. Elon Musk, I don't know, between subscriptions and ad revenue, they pay really, really well. And also, I'm being paid from Odyssey as well. I appreciate it, Miss Anthony. You have done more. You have done more for Dash and myself. So when we got Drifter, the homeless man that we ran into that needed a lawnmower, Miss Anthony is the one that, she just straight up ponied up a brand new lawnmower for this guy. And, just ponied right up, brand new lawnmower. And I just checked on him the other day. He is using that lawnmower. It's gotten some very good use. And but yeah, Miss Anthony, the only way we're still doing this is because of people like you. The absolute only way is because of people like you. I don't know if you guys know who Nick Gray is. Nick is over on X. Miss Anthony, I know you know him. He supports Dash. Adam Lowy also supports Dash. Bill Alsher sent in a donation a month ago. AG, right now, I'm just waiting on a call to come in. I'm just rolling around bumping my gums at the moment. I keep looking at the call list, and right now there's really not much that we can go see at the moment. But I'm excited to have something to go see, because I want to see what this new camera will do. I do want to see what the new camera will do. Let's see, Lakota man. Not Lakota man. What am I having for dinner? My wife was actually starting to cook when I was leaving. I'm not 100% certain on what she's cooking, but I'm going to tell you, she can absolutely cook. Is there anything you're good at is bumping your gums? See, that's my son right there. Joe knows I can talk. He's a little smart ass. I'm raising him right. Sweet contrarian Jane, thank you. Tell your husband I said hi, and I appreciate his support. Honestly, very awesome. Joe's having pizza. She is Mexican and she can cook, I'm telling you. We back? Alright, we're back. Between the bridges and the weather, this satellite is causing me some trouble right now. I'm sorry, but the satellite is usually, look, it's satellite internet. Even in this rain, it causes trouble. So if the rain doesn't clear out pretty soon, we may have issues tonight. Right now we're streaming at a little over 3,000 kilobits per second, so that's not bad. Ooh, we're having a steak tonight. Heck yeah. We are having steak. Steak and potatoes. You cannot beat steak and potatoes. But what I was saying a while ago, the support everybody shows is amazing. I don't want to ever lose sight of the fact that I work for you. Going to grab another beer. Cheers, Miss Anthony. If I was drinking, I would have a beer with you. Beef, You know what? I can't do fish. Oh, no, I can't do fish. I'm sorry. Fish is out. I can do tuna fish. That's about it. I can do tuna fish, but that's about it. My son is having pizza. Beef and fish. SoCo with the progressive dipshits. Okay, hey, you know what? Don't get in any fights down there. Don't. If you get into it with somebody and you end up going to jail, come get me. I'll send me a message. I'll come get you out of jail. I cannot do, no, not fish tacos. No, I can't do any of it. Tuna fish is good enough, plenty of, yeah, I do like tuna fish. My wife can make a tuna fish salad that makes my mouth just completely water. I don't know what it is about it. Even my little boy loves the tuna fish that my wife makes. Tuna fish is awesome. And you know what? I don't like fish, but I can eat, you know, I can open up a can of tuna fish and I can just take like chopsticks and eat the tuna straight out of the can. Fish tacos. Nope, I cannot do the fish. So I think where it came from, speaking of which, I will post a photo of scientists doing research on Town Lake today. He was kind. Research how toxic sunscreen is. Oh, that's awesome. So they're okay. That's cool. Miss Anthony was doing research, huh? Research how toxic sunscreen is for the water. I see ass wanted to ask. You really did you ask him? I could see you asking him something like that. Yep, tuna fish, sweet relish, mayo, pecans, diced apple. That's pretty much what my wife puts in, minus the pecan. She puts egg and tomato and pickle and onion and all of that good stuff. See, my son knows about the cow tongue, lingua. My wife can make good cow tongue. That was my introduction to Hispanic food back in the day with her. She tried to tell me it was roast beef, but the roast beef ended up having taste buds, and I was like, yeah, the roast beef with taste buds? That's so funny. She did. She tried to tell me that the tongue was roast beef, but it had taste buds. I think he's going to be fixing some, let's see, guess what I'm having for dinner? You're going to be having some some tuna fish. You want some lingua? I'll have my wife call you and give you her recipe. Wagyu lingua. You know what? Check this out. Back on Mother's Day, I cooked steaks on the grill. And I wanted one of the best steaks for my wife. I wanted to cook her one of the best steaks that I could cook. So I bought American Wagyu. And let me tell you something. I don't know if I cooked it wrong or if I did something wrong, but it was not good. It was not good. It was tough. I don't know. I cook it like I do a normal steak. I mean, I'm not a pit master, but I can cook steak. Who can't? But it was horrible. It was very, very, very bad. If my roast beef had taste buds, I would throw it out. I just cooked it on a grill like I normally would, you know. Just grilling it. So I grilled the Wagyu steaks, and then I grilled some New York strips for myself and the kids. And the New York strips were much better than the Wagyu. The Wagyu ended up being very tough. And the New York strips were you know, they were great. Oh, you got to pan sear it only. Okay, well, see, there you go. That was probably my problem then. Because me and the boys went out to the backyard and we cooked it there. We went out and just threw her on the grill. I gotta run in, guys. I gotta run in the store over here and use the little boys' room. I am sorry, but if you guys can watch the car, if anybody knows my telephone number, if somebody steals the Dash Mobile, just keep watching the stream and tell me where they're at. Low heat, low and slow. Just like I like my women. I cannot believe I just said that. That was very, very wrong of me. Yeah, it is bougie. I don't know why I bought it. I guess because you hear so much about like Wagyu being like the Cadillacs of steaks and all that, and so I got it. It wasn't good. Joe got it. I like my women like I like my chicken, with a little bit of fat on the end. Not too much, not too little, just enough to make me grin. Miss Anthony. Oh man. Cooking tips all in one. I'm telling you. Don't be telling. No, what happens on YouTube stays on YouTube. Even though it's recorded and everybody can see it afterwards. And my mother is actually watching right now as well. So, hi Mom, I love you. We lost my dad back in January, or the end of December, literally like the last day of the year. We lost my dad, and my mom is doing so well. She is doing so much better than what I ever thought she would be doing. She is doing really, really good. We are very proud of her. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to turn, let me patch in the radio to you guys. Okay, and I will be right back. Give me 1 second.
Engine 7. Engine 6.
Dispatch is engine 15.
Traffic accident in AFD box
Think.
1503.
I'll put engine 5 back in the house.
And East 7th Street.
Proceed.
Respond with engine 5. Engine 7.
Oh man, my ass is wet. I messed up tonight, and it was raining, and I left my windows open. That was my bad. Alright guys, let's roll. Let me kill the patch. That camera focuses on the dang raindrops. It sure does. We're gonna roll up, burn it. Standing there staring at the camera for who was staring at the camera? Somebody was staring at the camera? That's okay, they can stare at the camera. There's actually, let's see, Shady Lane. Let me see where these are at. Shady Lane. That's out East Austin. 1-8. Powder Creek Drive, that's out in Manor.
BGS RTL 4 radio check.
The camera stares back, it does. Yeah, well, I basically got a studio set up in here and it throws people off. Sometimes it throws people for a bit of a loop. They see, because I've got 2 cameras and a microphone you can see through the front window, then obviously the computer and the dish on top. I can't tell you how many people ask me, they look at this dish, the dish is white and it's square, and I can't tell you how many people ask me, where did you get a solar panel like that? And I'm like, does that really look like a solar panel? I mean, it's not a solar panel. Maybe I should just go ahead and get the car wrapped and let people know who it is. Awesome, eat your pizza. Yeah, the satellite throws people for a loop. And you know what? The satellite is the same size. It's a square, just like my logo. I was going to order, you know, my Dash logo to put on the front of it. But I heard that it could screw up reception if I put something like that on the dish, so... But I've seriously been thinking about getting the car wrapped in a Dash wrap to let everybody know who I am. I know the cops sometimes when I'm out doing what I'm doing for Citizen, they always, sometimes they'll come over and ask what I'm doing. Maybe if they saw the wrap, they would leave me alone. Too much, not too. It is a tax write-off. But, you know, I'm getting so much hate these days that I really don't know if I want too many people knowing who I am, you know? Tunnels. Yes, there are. Anna. Man, I've added so many new followers today. Insane. I think I've added... I've added 200 new followers in the last... I've added 200 new followers on X in the last hour and a half. We're going to close through 11,000 before the end of the night.